kicking off a good movie. Nah, we haven't seen it yet, so I can't judge. Asteroid City is coming to digital. It's coming to digital on July 11th. Released in cinemas last week, right?
Yes.
Yep. So it's July 3rd, guys.
Mm-hmm.
So next week you'll be able to get a streaming service and watch it rather than go into a cinema and it's like third week, fourth week. Clearly, obviously, me and James aren't happy with this. A, because Asteroid City hasn't even released in New Zealand yet, so me and James can easily just go watch on streaming on that date rather than waiting to watch in cinemas. But we'll definitely do Wes Anderson justice and watch in a theater. But this is quite a trend, Obviously, we saw it with Fast X, but that was a different circumstances. Their box office was fairly majorly.
That was like a month.
Yeah, it wasn't as recent, but like they put it out there quickly.
Another Flash comes out soon.
That's another reason why, because box office is doing poor, so they're like, oh, let's just fucking chuck it up there now. But Asteroid City, and like its second week, it's a relatively unknown film and whatnot. It's more nichey.
Yeah.
But for it to come out in digital like 2 weeks after it's theatrical, what are your thoughts on this? Obviously negative, or it's a bad decision on their part, I assume.
Yeah, well, I just opened a drink, so I needed to talk about this one. I'm furious with this. I hate this so much. This really does irk me in all the wrong ways, and for several reasons. By the way, it releases on Premium video on demand, so you do have to pay for it in the streaming service. So I guess that's a little add-on. So it's not like completely free to watch. But first of all, the Blu-ray release for this comes out December 31st. Nearly.
What?
Yeah.
It's like almost 6 months away.
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous. So there's no reason to do this now. Secondly, if I do want to watch this in theaters, I have to wait for the New Zealand Film Festival. Or we can wait for the New Zealand release date around August 10th. And, we'll go to the media screening for that a couple of days beforehand. If we don't want to pay for the New Zealand Film Festival ticket. And so from now, or from the July 11th till then, I'm going to be seeing clips, seeing a lot more people discuss it. Yeah, I'm going to see all the stuff about it. So either I am kind of pressured into watching it before the screening and stuff like that and not experience Wes Anderson on the big screen, or I just put up with seeing random clips and try to avoid what I can when I can. And if I know the internet, there'll be 100 memes come from it and all this random stuff. So it's just like, there was no reason to do that. You just got the biggest opening for Wes Anderson movie. The fact that his style and his movies they're starting to translate over to more of a casual audience now. We've seen all those kind of like AI remakings and stuff like that. And Wes Anderson's commented on that himself.
It's very similar to Poor Things. No, not exactly the same, but like the visual style between that film and Wes Anderson films is quite similar.
Yeah, and it's a very, very unique, but people do love it when they get exposed to it. So the fact that we can see that through the box office, that people want to go and see the new movie now, especially with this cast, I don't know the thinking behind it. Like, it wasn't doing bad at the box office. I just don't know what it does, because it goes on multiple different services. It's just picking up extra dollars, I guess. But yeah, whenever these kind of things happen, like, I always hear the term digital, and I don't know if it's like, oh, it's just going on a streaming service for free, or do you have to pay or rent it on the streaming service? So it's always very confusing for that. But the movie needs to be out for at least 45 days in cinemas exclusively.
Yeah.
Milk that dry, and then go to Premium Video on Demand. If I had my way, and I don't have my way because I don't talk to studios like that. But if I could choose how these things happen, there would be the 60-day in theaters exclusive, milk that dry, and then a physical media exclusive release. So if people want to watch it earlier, you have to go and buy the physical thing, because that industry needs it, and we need more sales there. And then I'll do Premium Video on Demand, and then I'll let that take its time, and then I'll drop it on streaming. It's very similar to how, remember when things used to come out on TV for the first time? like it'd be playing. Like we go way back with this. Yeah, like you would have like Blockbuster or Video Easy. You could rent movies.
Yeah.
And like when the new release ones, it was like $8 overnight.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like you couldn't do it if your parents didn't let you, and then but then it would be coming on TV, showing on the TV and around Saturday night and stuff like that. So streaming where it's free and you just have the subscription to watch it should be the last resort. That should be the last part of a streaming, or like of a release model for a movie.
Yeah,
because just all that other stuff, you can just get more revenue through it, I believe.
Would your point still stand for The Flash?
Yeah.
Even though it's like losing, I don't know how much it costs to have a film in theaters. I don't know if it's quite high
okay. Well, in that case,
because I feel this is where studios are thinking is cost efficiency and whatnot. Maybe it's more cost efficient for them to drop into digital.
They don't pay for it in theaters. They pay for like the marketing and stuff like that. But on some movies out, you don't need to pay for marketing. They just drop all marketing fund right now. I imagine the idea to put Flash and something like Fast X on digital because of box office. Fast X just passed 700 million, so it's not doing too bad, by the way. But the Flash, that's doing dreadful and losing a lot of money. The idea, I guess, would be to get a lot more subscriptions on Max because it comes out as soon as possible,
right?
For them. But my point still stands.
Yeah,
I am going to be consistent with this one because it should just be the golden rule.
Yeah, I think the way they did it during COVID, not the day and date release, but after that, how they had like, I think it was that 42 day theatrical release, and then it drops into streaming, digital, whatever.
For them, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
For them, yeah. I think that's a great way to look at it. I completely forgot about the physical media aspect as well. So what you just said completely makes sense because it's not really a dying industry, but it's a industry that doesn't get enough love, and physical media is
exactly. You're meant to be the guy for physical media.
I'm getting there. And physical media is just like, it's so much better than streaming because you own it. No one can take it away from you.
Exactly.
Netflix can't just pull
and it looks better.
And it looks better, because it's in this proper 1080p or 2160p.
2160p.
Is it 4K? Oh no, that's 320 something.
Huh?
It's 320 something. Never mind.
What were you thinking about?
I don't know. I can't remember.
Oh,
I should have just said 4K. And 1080p and 4K, so it just looks way better. You can just, if you have a PS5, you can just chuck it in there and watch it, or an Xbox. You don't really need to have a Blu-ray player to appreciate it.
I mean, you have a Blu-ray player. Have you tried comparing? So this is randomly off topic. I just want to know real quick. Have you tried comparing how it would look in your PS5 versus your 4K player?
No, I haven't.
You should do that one time and just see if there is like quite a noticeable difference. I'll be very curious to know.
I might do that. I might do that with Spider-Verse because I'm pretty sure I watched that on my PS5 before I got the Blu-ray.
I don't know if you have the Suicide Squad James Gunn version.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my favorite looking 4K that I've seen on my TV so far. Yeah. It's so good. But yeah, sorry, back to your point about Asteroid City. We started talking about release models and stuff like that. What do you think about Asteroid City July 11th release?
Oh yeah, no, I think that's way too soon. I mean, if they were going to do this at least end of July or beginning of August, give that time in the theaters a good run. But then again, you got Mission Impossible, Barbie, Oppenheimer. What's the one we're seeing tomorrow? Joyride as well.
Joyride, yeah.
It's all just going to be not many people are going to go watch Asteroid City, so it's somewhat understandable there. But all those niche sort of cinephile sort of people like us, and they want to go, that's excited for Wes Anderson films because they want to see his craftsmanship on the big screen. They're pretty much only going to get 4 weeks to see that. And if you have these big ones like Mission Impossible and stuff, they probably want to see that as fast as possible to avoid spoilers rather than watching Asteroid City. So that is where their priorities will probably be. But when it gets taken away on July 11th or limited theatre release, it's pretty much gone from them. So it is quite sad, and I hope it's not a trend. I hope it's just impulsive decision from studios in regards to this.
I mean, yeah, I think you're right. and hoping that it is just an impulsive decision. And I do believe it is that. I think perhaps it could be due to the not amazing reviews. If this was like getting amazing reviews and everyone was talking about it, then perhaps a little bit more. But at least move the release date in countries before digital. I just don't like that it's accessible here at my house before I can go. I have to wait another month to go see it in the cinema.
Yeah, that is dumb.
That doesn't make sense to me. And I'm pretty sure a lot of markets would be waiting for Asteroid City as well.
Pretty much, yeah.